Welcome to Authentic with Brazil 201. I'm Brazil 201 and I am drunk right now. So I want to say first of all, Happy Valentine's Day. This is kind of going to be like a severance pod. We're talking about Captain America Brave New World, but in the terms of this as a severance pod is I am very drunk and sober me wrote down all the notes about Captain America Brave New World that he wanted to talk about. So it's kind of like a split personality thing. It's like basically like Severance. Also in the notes, it's say Happy Valentine's Day. If she did not post the picture of the man on the Instagram feed or the stories, she's single or you're the side piece and she's ashamed of you. Just full disclosure on this part, okay? So if you weren't mentioned by 3 p.m. Eastern or 3 p.m. your local time, you're not a real couple, which is great because that means Ella Purnell and Monica Barbaro, you are single, which is fantastic for me. I'm going to shoot my shot eventually. Anyway, we're going to here talk about Captain America, A Brave New World. Um, Everything we want first. Okay, I see the notes. No worries. Okay. In the original, because this is okay. I'm remembering things. We did reintegration, so I'm getting it now. Okay, for those of you who don't know, this movie was reshot 4 times. As in everything with Giancarlo Esposito was added, as well as everything removing Sabra, the Israeli super soldier. So, first thing is the original version of this movie finished filming May 2023, 5 days after the writer strike ended. I mean, right after the writer strike began. Okay. And the movie was wrapped and everything. Then the writers and actors strike end and they had October 7th happens, obviously. And for those of you who don't know, allegedly, will not say if I saw the original version of this movie, but Secret Invasion came out that summer. And for those of you who never saw the worst of the MCU shows, Secret Invasion had Skrulls were taking over like very important people all over America. And the president, who was not Thaddeus Ross, but was basically two presidents before him because the president that makes Earth humans again gets impeached and arrested. So whoever that vice president is becomes president, and then Thaddeus Ross runs against that person and becomes president. It's a whole fucking thing. But in Secret Invasion, for those of you who don't know, like the scroll have been implanted all over fucking society in high prominent positions since about 2015. They had the whole Rhodey was a scroll thing. But Marvel does not want to consider Secret Invasion canon at all because Secret Invasion was fucking horrendous. So I guess if we see Maria Hill pop up, it is. And also, I'm pretty sure we'll never see Emilia Clarke ever again, who has every fucking MCU power combined. But obviously, this has to go because of October 7th. Sabra, the short, hot white girl who is like President Ross's like right hand person, was originally an Israeli super soldier who was able to reverse engineer the serum and was hunting scrolls in the Middle East who were pretending to be terrorists. That entire plot line was removed, and anything about her Israeli Mossad trading, which by the way, it's canon to the Marvel comics. This is not a new character. This is a character that has existed forever. They basically butchered everything because of the Free Palestine uglies. They were terrified of it. And I thought Marvel was not going to be quote unquote woke anymore. They should have put all the Sabra shit back in because she's a much better fucking hero than God, I can't even think of all the fucking than like Ant-Man's daughter or well, we're really not. We really don't have a lot of female superheroes or any of the fake Black Widows, Yelena or whatever. But yeah, all of that happens. They cut all the Sabra shit. And let's go back through this entire movie. So the movie begins with the cold open of President Ross's acceptance speech. And he seems very Joe Biden-esque, like old and out of touch and like low energy and shit. And just so people understand, this movie was originally finished in 2023. The swap of swapping Joe for Kamala and all that did not happen at all. Even when all the reshoots ended, this movie ended before Hospice Joe's hospice debate performance and all of it. Okay, they did not assume Kamala was going to win or Joe Biden was going to win. None of that. So all of that is not real. Okay, just so people understand. But the character is very Joe Biden. Harrison Ford is in his fucking hospice Joe era, and he's very old, like old. And if you can't tell, anything with Giancarlo Esposito was added in because I'm pretty sure him and Anthony Mackie are not in the same scenes at all. But anyway, they go to there's a time jump after he wins the election, and Sam Wilson is supposed to have a vibranium suit. His suit is supposed to be vibranium, and for whatever fucking reason, the giant fake Reacher guy and Sidewinder are able to pierce through what is supposed to be a vibranium suit because that suit was bulletproof in the shit show, in the Captain America show, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So clearly, because they didn't say these weapons were adamantium, and this is the other thing. This entire movie is about the fucking floating celestial island is made of adamantium. And I would have been if they'd been like, yo, they have adamantium weapons and adamantium is about to pierce vibranium. Because they say specifically the MCU adamantium is stronger than vibranium, right? And you would think, oh, is Sam going to get a vibranium fucking suit by the end of the movie? Is Falcon going to get a vibranium suit? Like, not vibranium, I mean fucking adamantium suits and all of it. They do not at all. Sam just constantly keeps getting gear from Wakanda. Okay. And you know what? I want to see if the Wakanda are able to merge the two together, but I guess we're probably never seeing the fucking Wakandans ever again. But anyway, then there's a lot of fucking exposition for whatever reason, right? They get the adamantium that was supposed to be for some buyer. And then the new Falcon, who's the dude from Top Gun 2, go to meet Isaiah at some gym in Baltimore. And it's basically here's what you missed on Glee recap of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Wow, you were a Winter Soldier. They had you locked up for 30 years. They experimented on you, but then the president gave you a pardon and all this, blah, 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 blah. So, like, it's like here, because no one watched these fucking Marvel shows that aren't Loki, because they're all fucking horrible. Then we go to the White House, and we learn that, I want to reconstitute the Avengers. Okay, work with me, Sam. I need to work with you. And for whatever reason, this entire thing, I don't remember anything from this Incredible Hulk movie that came out in 2008. Mind you, it's 2025 now. Okay, like I just remember the Hulk and the Abomination fight, and the Abomination isn't She-Hulk, who was like pretty much reformed and all the other shit. Okay. And President fucking Ross is like, I want Betty to forgive me and blah, blah, blah. A lot with Betty. This movie feels like it's a fucking Incredible Hulk sequel, which is not a good movie. And by the way, it's an Incredible Hulk sequel with no Hulks, no She-Hulk, no Banner, just this bad CGI brain of bootleg version of the Flash's thinker called God, the leader who can see all the probabilities, who's like, Sam, I can't seem to predict you. Why can't I predict you? And then I kind of just want to jump to the bullshit end credit. Or other worlds. Can you heroes protect us from other worlds? And then it's like looking at Anthony Mackie. What do you mean other worlds? Mind you, we've had like 9 really shitty multiverse movies. I can't believe. By the way, there are fucking exactly 2 movies left before we're in an Avengers movie, right? We have Thunderbolts, and then we have Fantastic Four, which is on a different earth. And then we're just straight into Avengers Doomsday, right? And there is a Spider-Man movie that takes place between the 2 Avengers movies and then another Avenger. That's it. We gotta need to go fucking full reboot and like get rid of everything because this is fucking a disaster. But yeah, the White House shit happens. Flash somehow, by the way, it's never explained in this how the leader gets everyone's DNA so he can manipulate them, because it's not just the Flash and the song. It's very like in Civil War where like saying certain words made Bucky enraged. And by the way, they all act like mind control is not a real thing when legitimately this movie tries to do the same thing with Civil War, where like, how Vision shoots down Rhodey? Well, like something similar happens to the new Falcon, and he gets shot down, and Sam isn't able to catch him, and blah 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 blah. Just like Sam couldn't catch Rhodey. And by the way, that is when the fucking scroll switch happens. But yeah, Isaiah's mind controlled. The hot Israeli super soldier, who is a super soldier, by the way, but they kind of just erased all that, who is like 5'2" and fucking chaotic, crazy, and hot. That actress is beautiful, by the way. We love the Israeli women. And then there's more Sidewinder, who tries to fucking kill Sam, right? Who somehow is able to survive a car explosion. and has the shield, wears Kevlar vest, all this other bullshit, nonsense, more mind control because I guess half the fucking US government is under control. They steal F-16s, almost shoot fucking Japanese war machines, and suddenly every country is heading for the Celestial to try to take it over and then fight each other for the Celestial to get adamantium. When, by the way, like I think the original version was like they were secretly Israel and America were working together to like get adamantium to build their own weapons or whatever bullshit. Movie's so bad. This movie's so bad. There's like a whole 25-minute version of a bad version of the Top Gun 2 final like 15 minutes where they're all fighting near the Celestial. By the way, we're never actually on Celestial Island, so we don't know what it's like there at all. All we know there are like research facilities all over this island. Dumb. This movie's a sequel to like 4 bad shows, a bad movie, and all this. Oh, then we see Bucky Barnes is running for Congress. Fun fact, Bucky Barnes is representing New York 8th, which is Hakeem Jeffries' district. It's amazing. A man who killed like fucking 400 people is a U.S. congressman. Good for you, Bucky. Good for you. Then we get into the stupid Red Hulk fight, which once again, I am so confused because Sam does not have the super soldier serum. He wears a vibranium suit that sometimes is not vibranium at all because everything is supposed to be vibranium. But suddenly it's not because the Hulk is able to smash it. The way it is that vibranium isn't supposed to break from anything. The Hulk cannot break it. But somehow I'm very confused. They fight. He destroys the White House. He's throwing vibranium talons. And then he stabs it. Sam almost dies. An explosion. And then it's like, remember the cherry blossoms. And then he's Harrison Ford again. And then everyone's in the raft. Everyone's locked up in the raft. Dumb fucking movie. Oh, and then suddenly we're like, oh, the Falcon, the new Falcon, the guy from Top Gun, is from Miami and I'm supposed to give a shit. This movie looked horrendous. This movie looked worse than like the CW shows. It was awful. It fucking horrendous. I don't know what is wrong with the MCU right now. And I know Thunderbolts is a good movie and I know Fantastic Four is going to be good, but I really hope the 2 Avengers movies don't look cheap because this movie looked bad. And I'm just so confused. Can they shoot on location again? I know you don't want spoilers out, but doing things on soundstage with green screens everywhere looks fucking horrendous, Marvel. If you don't want to do this, like you're not putting real investment into these movies. This is why they're looking like shit. And this is why everyone's off the wagon. Because like I think people will go see like all the 2026 movies, but like this movie is going to ruin the goodwill of Thunderbolts because I know Thunderbolts is not a shit show, but Captain America 4 is fucking horrendous. And Fantastic Four, you know what? Who really knows? Because I guess Superman's going to be the better movie. You keep making bad movies, it's going to ruin the future bands because Captain Marvel 2 was fucking horrendous. Black Widow was fucking horrendous. Thor 4 was fucking horrendous. All the Marvel shows that are not Loki or the cartoons are fucking horrendous, right? Shang-Chi was okay. I'm trying to remember. Like Spider-Man in retrospect is okay. It's not great. Like we were really just down bad. Eternals is fucking horrific. Doctor Strange was bad. Guardians was a good, I guess. Yeah. Captain Marvel 2, bad. Deadpool is not that good. It just was like entertaining, but it's not a good movie. Anyway, that is everything for Authentic with Brazil 201. Captain America Brave New World is bad. Anthony Mackie is not leading these fucking Avengers. That's for fucking sure.